So, today I want to talk about the number one thing you have to do if you want to be both successful and happy in your business and your life. I'm a practicing attorney. My name is Janelle Hines, and I help other attorneys and people in high stress professions to find happiness and peace in their jobs, to find purpose and meaning, and to really enjoy their work without having to experience burnout and sacrificing other aspects of their life and their relationships. So I came across this epiphany um, many years ago while I was having, after I'd already gone through my time of really deep diving into my personal work journey and really incorporating it into my life, into my work. And I was in a really good place. And I had been working on this case where the client was kind of in a manic state and was saying a lot of things that he should not be saying. And this is in a criminal case. So you can imagine the implications. And it was really stressing me out for a bit there because it was really affecting our strategy for the case and making it difficult for us to be able to resolve the case on his behalf because he just kept saying things that we've already advised him like to keep quiet about. And so I had this call with a friend who had called me in the middle of something and was like, "Oh, no, 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 it seems like you're stressed, like we can do this at a different time." And I was like, "Well, no, I am a little stressed admittedly, but I can handle it. Let's go." And my friend was like, "Yeah, I noticed you've been stressed for a couple of weeks." Okay. This just happened a couple of days ago. So after that call, I was really like, what am I doing? What am I giving off that someone is thinking that I'm stressed? Because mind you, this is after I've gone deep into my inner work, my personal journey. I'm living in my purpose and I have a balanced life. And when I looked back at it, I realized that for the past couple of weeks, I had not been working in my Thrive Core. My Thrive Core is the list of tools that I've put together based on everything that I've learned in order to really get myself in a place of thriving, of being able to work well, having my life balance, being very happy, and overall just feeling good in both in my life, personally and professionally. And so really that brought on this epiphany of realizing that, yeah, this is not something that I can neglect. It's not something that I can work on sometimes when I feel like it and neglect it other times because this is what happens, right? So when you start doing this work, you start at your base level. Your base level is how you go through life when there's nothing crazy happening. So, not any like real high highs, not any real low lows, just kind of like your normal, like day to day. And once you start doing in this work, that base level starts to rise. So, you're working on it, you're learning things. The change is very subtle, it's not a big change. And it also kind of goes like this, right? Like the stock market when it's good. It kind of goes like this and it's going up. But what you find is when you look back after a year of doing this, is that the person you were when you started is so different from the person you are now. And that's what this work is about. It's about improving you incrementally over time, improving your quality of life over time. And what happens is if you stop working on it, you go down. Now, of course, your base level can change to be higher, but if you are working on this, it takes a while. It takes like over a year of working on it consistently for you to have like a permanent change. Our brains are very plastic. Our brains are trainable and elastic, but we have a lot of programming years and years of programming. So it's not like you can just go do one meditation and now you're a different person. You have to be doing this stuff over time. So if you're working on it over time and you get to a higher level, once you stop, that old programming starts to come back in and you'll eventually start going back down. And what a lot of people end up doing who aren't, they're not working in a program, they're just kind of doing their personal development on their own, is that they will work on things and they'll get to a level and they'll feel really good and then they'll stop. And over time, it will start creeping back down. And then they'll find themselves in a position where, oh no, like I'm back in the old programming. I'm doing this stuff again. Like I thought I had fixed this. And then they'll start again working on it. And then they'll go back up to that level where they were. Now, if you decide to really commit to this, this is the one thing that you need to do if you want to be successful. If you decide to commit to this, you will continue working on it over time, and that level will continue to go up. Everybody experiences a plateau at some point where you may need to change things a bit, or we also experience like highs and lows throughout life. You may have a death of a family member, and that might be a really low for you. You may get like a promotion or a new relationship or something that will cause you to experience a peak. But outside of those, if you're working on this consistently, you're consistently improving your life, you're consistently improving your brain, and you're improving your emotional body and your resilience. So over time, you'll get better only if you stay consistent with it. And another thing that I really realized with this is that even the people who, when they hit that low, they really like get in there and start working really hard on it. Um, they don't do as well as the people who stay consistent, even if they're only doing a fraction of that. So, what I mean by that, it's like working out, right? So, if we work out an hour every time, right? Say you work out 5 days in a row for an hour, say you work out 2 hours a day for 5 days in a row, right? And then you stop working out after those 5 days and you go back to your old habits and you're eating and you're like sitting on the couch and you're sedentary. And then 2 months later, you realize, oh no, I'm gaining weight. And you go back and you do another 5 days. You will not be as successful as someone who is working out 15 minutes a day every day, or even 15 minutes a day for 5 days a week, right? So if you're doing that, and this is not a perfect example, oh my gosh, like I'm not a workout scientist, but I do believe, based on my experience, that the consistency is what is going to get you farther. So that person who is paying attention to their diet and working out those 15, 20 minutes every day for 5 days a week is going to be successful than somebody who works out 5 days in a row, 2 hours for once a month. And so the same thing applies here. And one thing that I hear people say is it kind of seems daunting to make that commitment, to think that every single day of your life you're going to be working on this, right? The thing about the Thrive Core is that it's not just one tool, it's so many different tools. So for me, there are times that I go through where meditation, let me check this. Meditation is the thing that I'm really into at the moment, and I'll meditate and I feel really good. And then I'll kind of hit a plateau with it, or my focus will shift because I've had some change in my life and I may go into, okay, I need to start journaling. Maybe, some emotions are coming up. I need to do some somatic work. Maybe I'm finding like a little bit of imbalance, and now I may need to put some more work towards like my relationships or something else. The Thrive Core is going to give you a lot of different tools, but the key is to stay consistent in doing something all the time. So, whichever tool you choose, you can change the tool, but the key is to not just let 3 months go by and you're not working at it at all. So, going back to the workout example, it's better that you do running one day, Pilates one day, hit the gym one day, um, do a yoga session one day, than for you to say, okay, I'm going to just do Pilates every day for the rest of my life. And you're getting bored with it and you're not enjoying it. So that is my thoughts on that. I also see how the commitment might seem like a lot, but we do commit to a lot of other things, is one thing I want to point out. We brush our teeth every day, we take a shower every day, we eat every day. I think that we have to really realize how important this mindset work, how important it is managing our emotions, getting to a place of emotional control is to our success, so that we can make sure that we take this as a vital part of our routine in our lives. And trust me, it's fun, it feels good. And over time of doing it, if you're consistent with it, it really becomes second nature. So, if you want to learn more about the Thrive Core or the Thrive Blueprint, these are programs that I've put together that have really, really changed my life and changed the lives of so many other people. It combines neuroscience, evolution, epigenetics. It combines spirituality and so many tools. Everybody's different, and the different tools will appeal to different people. But it's really about having a core of tools that you can work on every day that will 10x your personality, your life, your work, and really put you a place of thriving in your life. So, thank you so much for joining me. If you want to learn more about the programs, the link will be in the description of this video. I always have the links also in my channel description, and that link will take you to my email list. It will, so you can get free tips and content. It will also take you to where my programs are, so you can see what's in it, see how long it is, see how much it costs. All of that information will be there. And yeah, you can subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more, if you want to see these videos when I upload them. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments and I'll come back and answer them for you. And thank you for joining me. Until next time, take care.